Hello. Vinyasa on a Saturday, yes. So very psyched about this. We're going to come to a comfortable seat. Starting with closing our eyes. Taking a deep breath in. And sigh it all out. Another deep breath in. And sigh. One more time, all the way to the top. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down at the same time. And as you sigh, let the shoulders just sink down the back of the spine. Sitting up tall, crown toward the sky. Turn the palms up on your knees. Breathing in and out through the nose, quieting the mind. Calming the spirit and just centering ourselves in our space. Starting to connect with the earth, connect with your breath. Breathing and letting go. A few more breaths this way. Sitting up a little bit taller. Take a deep breath in. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale. Extend that spine. And let it go. Another breath this way. Really lengthen that spine as you inhale. And let it go. One more time. And let it go. Bringing those hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart and setting an intention. Choosing something positive. Strength, peace, love, balance, gratitude, health. Whatever that might be. And bringing those thumbs to that third eye, that space between your eyebrows, and hinging forward, bringing the fingers and elbows to the earth. Inhale here and then exhale, letting those hands and your attention go into the universe. And let those eyes flutter open. Reach up taller, stretching and then pressing the air away. Inhale, lift it up, reach. And exhale, press. 2 more times this way, reach it up. Let those palms connect this time and then press that air away. 1 more time, inhale. And press that air away, coming up to center. Palms connect, weave the fingers together, press the palms away. Stretch those shoulders, and then twist it to the right. And back through center and to the left. Center and palms face forward, fold it down. Reaching those fingers away, letting the head and shoulders go. And dragging the hands in and behind the bum. Draw the shoulder blades together, puff the heart up toward the sky. And roll up onto the knees if you like, pressing the hips up and forward. And lowering down, changing the cross of the legs. Inhale up. Weave the fingers, palms press away. Reaching tall and twisting to the right. Through center and to the left. Back to center, forward fold. Fingers wiggle away from you, arms long, neck relaxes between the shoulders. And drag the hands in and behind. Draw the shoulder blades together, heart puffs up toward the sky and rolling up onto those knees. And lowering it all down, hands on the knees. Sit up tall, hinge forward and trunk rolls to the left. Remembering to breathe. Inhaling as you come back and exhaling as you come forward. And changing directions. And last time around, pausing with your heart at center, rolling it up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Reach those arms up. Palms connect, and then pressing that left hand. Maybe coming onto the forearm, reaching that right arm over, and turning the heart toward the sky. Float it over to the right, and reach with the left. Heart toward the sky, bringing it back to center. Hands on the knees, dropping the chin to the heart. And up to the sky, shoulder blades together as you reach your chin up. And round that back away, chin to the heart. Roll it forward and up. And one more time, rolling the back. And drawing that heart up to the sky. Beautiful, changing the cross of the legs. And hands on the knees, hinging forward, trunk rolls to the right. One more time around, and then we change direction to the left. And pausing here, rolling it up. Roll the shoulders. Press that heart up toward the sky, shoulder blades together, then round the back away. Chin to the heart. Inhale up. And roll that spine. One more time, up to center. And roll that spine away. Inhale, back to center. Reach those hands, pressing the right palm. Left arm reaches. Heart toward the sky. And over to the left. Right arm reaches. Beautiful. Back to center. And we're going to reach those hands out. Round the back away. Open the arms. Press the heart forward. Hands behind the back. And reach those arms out, round the back. Press the palms away and heart forward. 2 more times this way. Last one, bringing those hands behind the back, sit up tall, clasp the fingers, knuckles toward the earth, open that heart. Neck is a long extension of the spine, neutral neck. And release, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down 2 more times. And up, forward, and down. And 2 more times, opening the feet wide. And walking your sits bones behind you, sitting up tall, inhale, and forward fold. Coming down slowly, our hamstrings aren't warmed up yet. Breathing into it, checking in with the neck and the shoulders. Inhale, lift that belly, lengthen and fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift, lengthen and fold. Maybe reaching for those ankles or toes. Hands up underneath those shoulders and draw it up. Feet together. Clasp the hands around the feet. Press the heart forward and butterfly those knees. Long spine here. Round the back away. Press the heart forward. Draw the elbows back. Round that back. And draw the elbows back. Heart forward. 2 more times. We're going to come into a forward fold here. And last time, rounding that back. And pressing it forward. Lift the belly, lengthen that spine, and fall down over those toes. Just breathing into this opening in the hips. Shoulders are relaxed. And if you want to go a little deeper, you can walk the hands out in front, lift up onto those wrists or those fingertips, and fold it down, letting the neck and head and shoulders go. 1 more breath. And walking it all in. We're going to bring it into our tabletop. Bringing the knees a little bit wider than hips distance. Hands out a little bit further than underneath the shoulders and coming into hip circles. Sinking those hips back by the heels. And reversing direction, maybe rolling the shoulders as you go. One more time around. And then coming to stillness. Pressing the palms, curling the toes up into down dog. And walk that dog, pressing one heel and pausing. And then the other. And walk that dog gently. Inhale up onto the toes, tailbone toward the sky, shoulders back. And lower those heels onto the toes. And lower the heels again onto the toes. Bend the knees, crouch the dog, gaze between the hands. Press it up and back. Again, onto the toes, bend the knees, crouch the dog. Up and back. Bend the knees, crouch the dog, and hop it up between the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, feet separate a little bit wider than hips distance. Lift up, lengthen. And fold. One more time. Lift, lengthen, and fold. Ragdoll here. Bend the knees, thighs, and belly come in contact with each other. Just rocking gently side to side. Still opening those hamstrings and the lower back. And hands on top of the feet. Bend the knees and roll it up. Roll the shoulders, reach it up and back, open that heart, pausing here, allowing those muscles to respond, reaching above the head and hands to the heart, deep breath, reach it up and open, dive it down, fingertips, and fold, reverse swan, reach it up and back, and hands to the heart, reach it up, open that heart, and dive it down. Fingertips, and fold, press the palms, pop back to plank, and go through your flow, or meet back in down dog. And pausing here, walking your dog. We're going to come into a wide hop, so make sure I move my phone so I didn't hop on top of my phone. That you have the space on either side of your mat. Press those shoulders back first. Lift that tailbone up and heels toward the earth. Walk that dog. Come up onto those toes. Crouch the dog. Hop it wide. Hop it in, and then we're going to hop up either side of our hands for Malasana. And sink it down. Rock it side to side. Draw the shoulder blades together. Pop that heart up. Press the palms, toes face forward, and roll it up. Forward fold. Inhale, lift, and fold. Reverse swan. Reach it up and back. And hands to the heart. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale it up. Open that heart and dive it down. Just a modified sun salutation. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Press the palms back to plank. And go through your flow. Meeting back in down dog. Walk that dog, still warming up those muscles. And come to stillness, up onto the toes. Crouch that dog, hop it wide. Hop it in. Hop up to Malasana. And hands to heart center. Rock side to side, really draw those shoulder blades together. Press the palms, toes face forward, roll it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse swan, reach it up. And back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring those feet back to hips distance. Inhale it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, stepping the right foot back. Warrior one. Sink it as low as you can. Those hip flexors might be a little stiff still. And opening to warrior two. Reversing that warrior. And bringing that left hand to the left ankle. Straighten that front leg and come into triangle. Roll that heart toward the sky. Frame that front foot. Roll up that back heel. Step it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold left foot back. Warrior one. And warrior two. Reversing that warrior. And bringing the right hand to that right ankle. Straighten that front leg, coming into triangle. And windmill the hands down, frame that foot, back heel up. Step it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse swan, reach it up and back. And hands to the heart. You should be feeling warmed up and limber by now. Roll the shoulders, up, back and down. Up, back and down. Bring the hands behind the back. Clasp them together and draw those shoulders open. Really roll that heart toward the sky. And maybe come into a little back bend. And release, hands back to the heart. Deep breath here. Inhale, reach it up. Open that heart and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold right foot back. Warrior one. And open, warrior two. You reach those arms, opposite walls, reversing that warrior. Keep extending back into warrior two, triangle. Hands to that left ankle, straighten the leg and reach it up. Extend the triangle overhead. Reach that arm back up. And we're going to come into half moon. So lifting up onto our thigh, reaching that arm forward. We're going to tap our weight into our left leg and come right into half moon. Taking your time to transition. Reaching that right arm up. Top hand to heart center. Bottom hand to heart center and float it slowly to the top. And shake it out, reach it up. Open that heart and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold left foot back, warrior one. And warrior two. Reversing that warrior. And coming right into triangle, right hands to that ankle and roll it up. We're going to transition into half moon, so left hand on that hip. Bringing that right arm up onto the thigh. And then tapping that weight forward. Switching your block to the right. And open up to the left. Raising that left arm up. Top hand to heart center. Bottom hand, lift it up, heart center, and float it up to the top. Shake it out. Maybe roll the ankles. Taking a deep breath. Maybe drink. And top of our space. Inhale up. Open that heart. Reach the hands above the head. And back to the heart, right knee up to the belly. Flex that foot and press that heel away. Bring it back into the belly. Bend that left knee and stepping back to warrior one. And warrior two. Reverse that warrior. And back into warrior two. Triangle on the left. Straighten that leg and roll that heart toward the sky. And lifting back up to warrior two. Bend that front knee. Back hand meets the front. Roll up that back heel coming into warrior three on the left. Hands to heart center. Knee back up to the belly. And press that heel forward. Warrior four. Transition back to warrior three. And to the front, warrior four. One more time, warrior three. And warrior four. Bringing that foot down, inhale it up. Open up that heart and dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse swan, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart, shake it out. Left knee up to the belly. And press that heel forward, holding it there. Bring it back to the belly, bend that right knee and stepping back to warrior one. And warrior two. And reverse that warrior, keep extending. And back to warrior two, triangle. Straighten that front leg, roll that heart up. And lifting back up to warrior two. Transition to warrior three, back hand meets the front, roll up that back heel, step it up. On the right. Beautiful. Reach it out. Hands to heart center, bringing that knee to the front. Warrior four. Transition to warrior three. Warrior four to the front. And warrior three. One more time, warrior four. Warrior three. And bringing it back to warrior four. And lower that foot, reach it up and back. Open that heart and dive down. Fingertips and fold. Reverse swan. Reach it up and back. Open the heart and dive it down. Press the palms, popping back to plank. And go through your flow. Meeting back and down dog. Walking that dog. Right leg up to the sky. And point those toes, really reaching those toes up. And fire hydrant. We're gonna flip that dog. Reach it out. Keep pressing those hips up. And flip it back, three-legged on the right. Lift it up through those toes. Right foot behind the left, bend the knees, side plank. Press those hips up. And bringing it back to plank. And down dog. Crouch that dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse it. Reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, hop it back to plank. And go through your flow. Meeting back. And down dog. 2 resting breaths here. 1 more breath. Left foot up to the sky. Point those toes and reach, 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 reach. Fire hydrant. And flip that dog. Reach it out. Press those hips up. Extend that reach. And flip it back, 3-legged. Lift it up. Left foot behind the right, side plank. Reach those hips up. And roll it back to plank. And down dog. Crouch that dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold it down, half lift. Lengthen that spine. And fold again, half lift. And fold, wrap the arms around your knees, grasping elbows. You can bend the knees here and hug yourself in tight. Once you're settled into a tight sandwich, maybe straighten those legs. Draw yourself in tighter and shift your weight toward your toes. Let the head dangle loosely. 2 more breaths here. And release those hands, roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. And hands to the heart, shake it out. Okay, take a drink. Another deep breath, top of our space. Inhale, reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, right foot back, warrior 1. And open, warrior 2. Reverse that warrior. Let's revolve this warrior. So we're going to reach that right arm up, square our shoulders forward, and release our left hand to the inside of our right thigh. Really reach that right arm up. And then return to reverse warrior. Back to warrior 2. We're going to come into warrior 3 here. So back hand meets the front. Tap your weight into your left leg. And come into warrior 3. Back to the front for warrior 4. And back to warrior 3, bending that left knee. We're going to tap back to extended side angle. So left hand inside of that left foot. Sink that back hip, roll the shoulder open. Pressing the right palm, opening up to the left. Sink it low. And back to extended side angle. Roll it up. Hands to the ankle, straighten the leg, triangle. Reach up through the right. Both hands inside of that left foot. Flip up that back heel and high lizard, rocking it forward and back. Frame that front foot, step up that right foot, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, really lengthen. And fold, reverse 1, reach up and back. Hands to the heart, deep breath here. Another deep breath. Reach it up. Open that heart and dive. Fingertips. And fold, left foot back, warrior 1. And warrior 2. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending, and here we're going to revolve our warrior, reaching the left arm up, square the shoulders forward, and right hand reaches to the inside of that left thigh. Bringing it back to reverse. And into warrior 2, very nice. Back hand meets the front, warrior 3. And to the front for warrior 4. Back to warrior 3, bend the right knee and land into extended side angle, bringing that right hand inside of the right foot, reach it up. Sink that back hip, left hand down, and revolve to the right. And back into extended side angle, triangle on the right, straighten that leg, roll it up. Windmill the hands inside of that right foot, and high lizard. Rock it forward and back. Frame that front foot, step the left foot up, forward fold. And half lift, lengthen. And fold, reverse one, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart, roll the shoulders. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Deep breath here. Top of our space. Inhale it up. Open that heart and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Hop it back to plank. And go through your flow. Meeting back in down dog. Walk that dog. And right knee, right leg up. Reach those toes up. And knee to the right elbow. Press it back. 3 more times. And back. Fire hydrant. And straighten it for 3-legged. And right knee to the left elbow, fallen triangle, pressing it through to the left. And opening up. Maybe lifting that right foot up. And coming back into 3-legged. And stepping that foot through for warrior one. And warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Coming into side angle. Reaching it up and extending it overhead. Maybe adding that right arm. Bringing the hands together if you can. Bring that front foot. Step it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse swan. Reach it up. And hands to the heart. Inhale, reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Hop it back to plank. And go through your flow. Meeting back. In down dog. Left foot up to the sky. Really reaching. And knee to elbow. Press it back. 3 more. Last one. And fire hydrant, extend. Back into 3-legged, left knee to the right elbow. And thread it through for fallen triangle. Maybe lifting that left foot. And flipping it back, 3-legged. And stepping through warrior one. And warrior two. Reversing that warrior. And back into warrior two, side angle. Reach it up. And let's extend it overhead. Maybe adding that beach ball, bringing the hands together if you can. Framing that front foot, Stepping it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse swan. Reach up. And back. And hands to the heart. Deep breath here. Let's balance on our left foot. Bring that right knee up to the belly. Flex the foot. And make hip circles here. 4 in each direction. Reverse once you hit 4. And bringing it back to the belly, press that foot out. And come into warrior 3. Back into warrior 4. And this time, point the toes away. Reach the hands up toward the sky, fingers toward your toes, and lean back. Bringing it back to center and planting that tree. Once you feel steady, adding the branches, opening that heart. Hands behind the back maybe. If you like this, I like changing my perspective, opening that heart and the shoulders. Pressing those knuckles toward the earth. And breathing here. And releasing, hands back to heart center. Knee back to the belly. Bend the left knee and step back to warrior 1. And warrior 2. Reverse that warrior. Windmill the hands down, frame the front foot. And step it back to plank. And down dog. Walk that dog. And coming to stillness, up onto the toes, press the tailbone up. Shoulders back. And lower the heels. Back to the toes, bend the knees. Crouch that dog, lift it up. And lower the heels, crouch that dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, reverse swan, reach it up. And back. And hands to the heart. Balancing on our right foot. Left knee up. And flexing that foot. And press that heel forward. Bring it back to the belly and transition to warrior 3. And back to the heart and to the belly. Press that foot forward again. Point the toes away. Fingers reach for the foot, palms up. And lean those shoulders back. Bringing it back to center. Knee back to the belly and plant your tree. I'm sorry, hip circles. Just kidding, hip circles. After 4, change direction. And now open up and plant that tree. Settling in here at the trunk. And then adding those branches once you're ready. Open that heart, open the shoulders. And if you like, hands behind your back. Knuckles toward the earth. And really open that heart toward the sky. And when you're ready, hands back to the heart. Knee back to the belly. And step back to warrior 1. And warrior 2. Reversing that warrior. And windmill the hands down. Stepping back to plank. And down dog. Deep breath here. And sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. Up onto the toes. Crouch the dog. Hop it wide. Hop it in. Hop it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold it down again, half lift, lengthen. And fold, wrap the arms around the back of your legs, fingers toward the heels. And draw yourself in nice and close. And shift your weight toward your toes for a deeper stretch down the back of the legs. So the neck and shoulders go. Maybe nod the head yes. And shake the head no. Hands on top of the feet, bend the knees, roll it up. Roll the shoulders, reach it up and back. And exhale, hands to the heart. Reconnect with your breath. Take a drink, towel off. Two more resting breaths. Back to the top of our space. Another deep breath here. And sigh it all out. Inhale up and open that heart. Dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, hop it back to plank. And we're going to do plank down dog series. So lift back to down dog. Set your dog. Come up onto the toes, lift the belly, and forward into plank. And back to down dog. Onto the toes, lift the tailbone, lift the belly, and forward into plank. And down dog. Two more like that, onto the toes. Lift the belly, and forward, plank. Down dog. One more. And down dog. Onto the toes, crouch the dog, hop it wide. Hop it in, hop it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Again, half lift, bring those feet a little bit wider. Lengthen and fold, ragdoll here. Bring your heart rate down a little bit more. Bring those feet a little bit wider now. Press that left palm underneath the face and open up to the right. Roll the shoulder back and heart toward the sky. And if you like, really extend that arm and then wrap it around your back. And release. Right hand under the face. Roll it up to the left. Roll the heart back, shoulder back and heart toward the sky, and then wrap the arm around your back. And release. Bending the knees and coming into Malasana, garland pose. And if you like, you can come up onto the toes. Keep working on strengthening those ankles. Sway side to side. If you have a crow in your practice, you can take crow now. Or if you'd like to practice your tripod, this is a good position to transition from. Or if you have a headstand, forearm balance, anything like that, you can come into those poses. Or you can just hang here in garland pose. A few minutes to practice those. If you're in garland pose, you can bind around your right knee, so settling that tailbone toward the earth and drawing that heart up to the sky. If you'd like to bind, dropping your right shoulder in front of the shin, wrapping the arm around the front of the shin, fingers to the back near your bone. Left arm reaches. Connecting those fingers. And once they're connected, rolling that left shoulder and heart up towards the sky. And releasing hands back to the heart. Shoulders back. And breathing. And binding other side, dropping that left shoulder and forearm and bicep in front of the shin, wrapping the arm back by your bum. Right arm reaches and grasps those fingers and rolling up to the right. And releasing back to the heart. Toes forward, pressing the palms, roll it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold again, half lift. And fold, reverse swan. Reach it up and back. And hands to the heart. Coming sideways on our mat. Hands to the hips. Let's make those hula hoop circles. Releasing our lower back, hips, and reversing direction. Think of my friend Linda S. every time I do this pose. And coming to stillness. Point the toes in, heels out. And bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Hands find your back pockets. Bend the knees gently and press the hips forward. We're going to come into a back bend here. So walking your hands down the back of your legs. Moving slowly. Then walking yourself back up. Tucking the chin, gazing forward. That'll get rid of any dizziness. Roll the shoulders. 2 more times. And then keeping the hands on the hips again, the toes are in, heels are out. And we're going to hinge at the hips. And come into a wide-legged forward fold, dropping the hands underneath the face once the head is hanging. Inhale, half lift onto those fingertips. And fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and fold. And reaching for those ankles. Drawing your crown toward the earth. Just breathing here. Here's another opportunity to work on a headstand, forearm balance, handstand. Or you can just hang in wide-legged forward fold. Opening those hamstrings, that lower back. 2 more breaths here. And press those palms up onto the fingertips, flat back. And we're turning the left toes out. We're going to lunge over to the right and roll up onto that left heel. Hands to heart center. Draw those shoulder blades together. And press the palms, lift up and walk it over to the left. And roll up onto that right heel. And pressing those palms at heart center. Very nice. Press the palms, walking it back to center. Turning the toes out, heels in. And bringing the feet wider. We're going to come up into goddess. So we want those knees over our ankles once we squat. Hand on the hip, other hand on the hip. Pressing down into the feet to lift up. With a flat back into goddess, sinking it low. Straighten the legs as you come up, inhale. And press it down up to the heart, inhale. And press, maybe a little bit lower, inhale it up. And lower it down a little lower, and inhale up. And back into goddess, reaching that left arm over to the right, right arm scoops to the left. Little yin yang here, and reversing. And bringing it back to the heart. Straighten the legs, heel, toe, the feet back together. And shake it out. Good job today. Maybe roll those ankles. It was a lot of balancing today. A lot of pressing into those Achilles tendon. Coming to the top of our space and coming into a seat to cross the ankles or however you'd like to get there. And hugging those shins in. Sitting up, super tall. Roll the shoulder blades together. Press that heart forward. Lengthen that neck. Stretch the top of the shoulders. And release, reaching those hands out. Heart forward, shoulder blades and together, and the shoulders plug into the sockets. Rock back onto your sit bones. Lift those toes. And maybe raise those feet up. A little Navasana action here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower it all down and letting it go once you reach the earth. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. Reaching the arms up overhead. Stretching them nice and long. And I point the toes away. Stretch north to south. And maybe just the right side, pointing the toes and fingers away from each other, lengthening that side body, and then over to the left. And then the whole body. Bring those knees into the belly. Rock side to side. Hands on the knees and make small knee circles here toward the ceiling. Massaging that lower back and reversing direction. Plant that left sole. Reach for that inside right arch for half a happy baby. And if you want to go a little deeper, you can straighten that left leg. Get a stretch here in the front of that hip flexor. And settle those shoulders against the earth. Breathe here. And then drape that right shin over your heart. The sole of the right foot into the left elbow. Hug around that right knee and maybe tent the left leg so you can get that shin in closer. Just hug it in super tight. And then you can straighten that left leg again, which gives you a little deeper stretch in that right hip. Really nice big hug. Squeeze it in. And release. Left leg up, half a happy baby. Shoulders down, straighten that right leg. And release that, draping it across your heart, plugging that shin in. And once you have good hold of it, you can straighten that right leg again. And drop those shoulders down. And breathing here. And release, bringing both feet up, full happy baby. Rocking it side to side. And as you come up on one side, bringing your shoulder blades a little closer to center of your back. And down away from your ears, just rock it side to side. Maybe you'd like to come into a wider straddle. Your hamstrings are like, hey, I need a little more TLC today. And you can come to stillness and just open up those hamstrings. Bring the soles of the feet together, clasp the hands around the feet. Draw the feet down and in towards your pelvis and press the knees away. You can roll the small of your spine up here if you'd like to get a little deeper. You have support against your hands. Feel that stretch in the forearms, the fingers, the forearms, all the way into the shoulders and the sides of the neck. One more breath. And release, feet down to the base of your spine, letting the knees drop out, arms up overhead, and clasping opposite elbows. Deep breath in, and sigh it out. One more deep breath. And sigh. Airplane those arms out, bringing those knees together and lifting them up to the belly. We're going to drop the knees over to the right and gaze to the left. And maybe bring that right hand onto the left thigh for a little deeper twist. And press the palms back through center and over to the left. Gaze to the right, same thing. Left hand on top of that right thigh, just pulling it closer to that left side. Sinking that left shoulder down. Just breathing here. And press the palms back to center. Hug those knees in and bringing the chin up to the kneecaps. And letting it all go. Again, feet down at the base of the spine, knees drop open, and arms reach above the head. Reclining bound angle, deep breath here, and sigh it out. Another deep breath, and sigh. And once you're ready, bring your hands down by your sides, straightening your legs, feet wide apart. Letting the toes flop out to the side. Lift up onto your elbows, draw your shoulder blades together, and then drop back down. Lift your head, straighten your neck. Make sure your chin is directly up to the sky, that the front and back of your neck have no compression. Nice long spine from tailbone to the very tip of your spine. Breathing here, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Closing the eyes. Just focusing on your breath. Acknowledging the effort that you put into your practice and let it go. And thank yourself for practicing the beautiful gift of yoga. Self-care. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now it's just time to breathe and be. There's nothing else to do, nowhere else to go. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes. Beautiful savasana. Just melting into the earth. Breathing and being. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Namaste.